Hello, everybody. It is August 1st. How is it already August 1st? And I want to give everybody another update. Not much news, but I did have lab work this week. And as far as the liver enzymes that I see on routine blood work, not the stuff that my liver doc, the gastroenterologist, the in-depth stuff. I'm talking about just surface level that everybody has done when they have lab work done. Both were in normal limits. That does not mean that I'm healed. That does not mean that I'm better in terms of that. But it does mean we're trending in the right direction because they were high. So that just means in those parameters, I don't remember what all the tests are for or what they mean. I'm sure before this is all said and done, I'll know them all by heart. But those were within normal limits, and that was exciting. Both my white and red blood cells, in terms of my leukemia, both of those are trending down. That was good to see. My platelets were up a little bit. They had dropped before, and now they're starting to trend up a little bit. So I don't know what that's about, but I see the oncologist this coming week. Let's see. Chemo, I'm a week and a half in. And I've been taking it at night because, like I said, I have to fast 2 hours before and 2 hours after. So I'm like, I stop eating at 8 o'clock in the evening. I take it at 10. And then, of course, I'm fasting all night. And I haven't had a ton of side effects yet. So knock on wood that that continues. When I say side effects, I mean those obvious nausea, stomach issues, rashes, that kind of thing. I do have lots of body aches, deep in my joints, especially in my shoulders and my hips, and fatigue like crazy. Like getting up, taking a shower wipes me completely out, and I have to lay down afterwards. So that has been tough. Also, there was something else I was going to mention. Apparently, there's a forgetfulness. But overall, I mean, considering all things, I'm doing okay. I'm going to switch my chemo dosing to mornings, because during the school year I don't stay up till 10 o'clock to take it, and because our evenings, our time at home is so short, to be able to have a meal and a snack together, it'll be really difficult to get all that in, by 6 or 7 o'clock to be able to take that chemo before bed. So that that's where that's at. So I'm going to switch it to mornings. Eric typically gets up at 5 for work. So I'm going to get up at 5 and take it, and then I can lay back down for a little while, and then hold my breakfast until 7. That shouldn't be too bad. So we're going to make that switch this week. And then I see the oncologist this week. The eating plan has gone pretty well. I'm down a few pounds, which is, their ultimate goal. They say weight loss is the biggest thing when it comes to fatty liver. I'm really enjoying right now I'm not a big lover of diet sodas. I get a lot of tummy discomfort from a lot of the different sweeteners. So, but I have discovered it's sparkling. It's the Aldi dupe for sparkling ice. I think it's sparkling cold or something. I don't know. But they come in the long, skinny bottles, and those are delicious, and they don't leave the aftertaste. And they don't seem to bother my stomach. They're a little carbonated, so there's a little of that satisfaction when you're thinking about soda. Black cherry and the black raspberry are my two favorites that I've had so far. I miss butter, especially with potatoes. We like to roast our vegetables. So we've eaten a lot of Brussels sprouts and peppers and potatoes. I take it easy on potatoes because they're not really a vegetable. They're more of a starch. But roasting them in just olive oil and some seasoning doesn't quite do me. I just want some good old-fashioned butter. So that I've been missing. I had McDonald's yesterday for the first time since the beginning of summer. And that it went okay. You know, I usually, when I get McDonald's, I get a double cheeseburger. So that's what I got, and I could barely finish it. It really stuffed me. So my, capacity to eat is pretty limited. Often when I'm dishing up my meal, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. But I'm trying to push myself to eat every meal so that my body has what I need to heal. So I am going back to work on Monday. I'll be working half days this coming week for extended school year. And then on the 10th, I go back full time. Jonah starts back on the 12th. So lots of changes coming up for us. So send me some good energy vibes, because the energy is going to be the biggest thing for me. But other than that, that's where we're at. Thanks for listening.